Hey everybody, it's Eric Mason. I'm going to do a real quick run through of this PowerPoint from the other night. It'll be a lot faster than the meeting. I promise there'll be less jokes. Here we go. This is for our rookie members' parents here, and the goal of this is that you can watch it and you can pause it and you can rewind it if there's anything you miss or missed at the meeting the other night or need more clarification on. This is our list of board members. They're wonderful people. Their contact information is later. You can also find all of their contact information at prideofmillcreek.org. We compete in a group of competitions called Bands of America. They host about 20 shows around the country, and we do it because we want to compare ourselves to the absolute best in the world at what we do, and that's what this is. So I say all this not to brag on ourselves, but to tell you that when you see us on Friday nights, we may look very, very different in our presentation from the other bands that we see because they are competing at a local level or not competing at all. They may have different goals than us. I'm happy if anybody wants to talk BOA with me. I'm happy to have that conversation with you too. I could talk all day. This is tomorrow, the 5th of, what is this month? It's May. It says that it's March, but it's really May. It's from 3 to 6 on Saturday. It's a chance for you, the parent, to get to meet the students here and see how our students interact with freshmen. It's also a chance for the freshmen to get to know people in their section. So that's right outside the band room from 3 to 6 on Saturday. Some upcoming dates for you. We do host physicals. You do have to have a physical to be a part of the marching band, just like any sport. We host our own on May the 19th. You can sign up for that in Charms, and there's a video about how to do that later. I'll show you in a bit. Band camp dates are on here. We'll talk more about that in just a few minutes. And then our regular rehearsal schedule and competition schedule down here as well. Band camp is a really intensive time for us. It's really important for us because, as I said in the meeting, we accomplish about 2 months worth of rehearsal in 2 weeks. So this is the overview of the schedule for that for everybody. And you can see some days are 9 to 4 and some days are 9 to 9. And the thing at the top kind of gives you a breakdown of what the day looks like depending on the schedule. Here's a list of things to wear and all that. We don't provide lunch for the kids, so they have to bring their lunch every day, but we do provide dinner if we do that. I can't stress enough how important it is for kids to drink enough water and Gatorade and things like that before practice, the day before. They have to start hydrated if they're going to stay hydrated. Thing I always joke about, or say, it's not a joke at all, but we'll lose more kids. More kids will drop out from exhaustion in the first hour of practice than the rest of the season combined. Everybody has a love-hate relationship with band camp. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun too. This is our regular rehearsal schedule for the week. It is 9 hours rehearsal a week, and we find, and we have evidence to suggest that our kids actually get better grades in the fall when they have less time to do homework because they have to be much more structured. If you want some data about that or you want to have a conversation about grades, I'm happy to do that with you. Our attendance policy is very important for every student to be at every rehearsal. Just like any other varsity sport, we treat marching band like it is a varsity sport. There's an online absence request form, which you can find on the website. And then we do, if kids miss rehearsal or they are late to rehearsal, they have to make up that time as part of something we call Horn Club on Fridays. And we'll send some more information about that, or we'll talk about that as the season starts. We do every football game that counts. So regular season football games and postseason football games, every single one of them. I post the schedule for the week on the board on Monday rather than send an email home every week, which I would definitely forget. I write it on the board, and then we trust that the kids will get that schedule home. We do have some additional rehearsals on some Fridays and Saturdays to get everything done, and the competition schedule again here at the bottom. We're going overnight on one of these competitions at the end of September. Cost estimate, it says here, it's going to be $100 or so or less, we hope. We're going to go up on Saturday morning, compete, spend the night at a campground with some friends from another school, and then the next day we'll go to Chattanooga and spend some time in Chattanooga having fun, either at the aquarium or the IMAX or at Rock City or something like that. We'll haven't finalized plans yet, but we will certainly long before September. We do a lot of fundraising, and our goal for fundraising here is to not make kids sell things that no one wants to buy. All right, so here are some things that we do. We sell mattresses. I know that's the strangest fundraiser you've ever heard of, but 1 in 10 Americans buys a mattress every year. We don't have a date yet for this, but we think it's going to be in August or September. As soon as we have a date, we'll have that information out to you guys as well. It's a great fundraiser. We make a lot of money, and the money kids make a lot of money to offset their expenses as well. We're hosting a drum corps show this summer at Mill Creek on July 11th. If you are interested in obtaining a sponsorship for that, whether it be a personal sponsorship or a business sponsorship, you get a good cut of money from that, and it's a big event. There'll be about 4,000 people here. So if you work for a business or own a small business that would like to do some advertising that can also help offset some of your students' expenses, this is a great opportunity for you. We also do a silent auction every year. We do it at the very end of band camp, and we're going to ask the sections over the summer. They make a handmade gift that they do, and we're also going to ask parents to go out and solicit donations from local businesses. We're not asking you to go buy a gift card to Walmart. We're asking you to go to a business and get them to donate something of value, and then we will use that to offset your child's expenses, and then the money that we make will go to both the general fund and the Winter Guard programs. There's a lot of clicking on this one. Script is a great program. It's a gift card fundraiser, but it's not like the buy a gift card kind of thing. It's a weekly thing. So basically what you do, we have these available every week at our table on Tuesday evenings. Families can come and buy these and pick them up in these denominations as listed. And then we get, basically you buy the card for $100. It's a $100 card, and it is worth $100, but the card only costs the script program $96, which means $4 is profit. $1 goes to the general fund, and $3 goes to offset your expenses. So basically you are buying groceries like you always have, spending the exact same amount of money you always have, and getting money in your to offset your expenses as well. And the beauty of it is that it adds up. Just with Kroger, this is somebody's calculation, is you can put $144. You can pay $144 without ever having to pay anything just with Kroger. And other companies have bigger margins or smaller margins. Famous Joe's, which is cash and carry, is a 50%. So if you get a $50 gift card, $25 is profit. Publix is 3%. Oh, here it comes. Famous Joe's is 50%. And you can pause on this and read it later. It's easy. If you want to get the cash and carry, you can just come to the script table on Tuesdays. It's almost every Tuesday. It's like 50 weeks a year, right outside the band room in what we call the Fine Arts Hallway or the band hallway, just outside the band room doors. There's another one. There's another half. Whoa, hey, bouncy guy. Great Lakes Script also does this, and they do theirs online, and they have amazing retailers. Here's a very small percentage of what they have, and you can go set up your account with Shop with Script, and then you email us and let us know, or you can come and talk to the ladies at the table on Tuesday is the best thing to do, and say, hey, help me get this set up, and then you get great percentages there. And we have found the more luxury the item, the bigger the percentage. So hotels, cruise lines, airlines sometimes are 15 or 20%. And it's the same way. You get that money back. Here's one $100 purchase is an $8 profit to Regal, which you spend $100 at Regal in 2 movies. That's been my experience. And please feel free to check that out at Shop with Script. The Great Lakes Script, some of them will send you physical cards, but a lot of it's just on your phone, like you have a mobile wallet. So you don't even have to, once you're set up and running, you don't even have to have a gift card. So what a lot of people tell me they do is they go to Home Depot and they're like, oh, this looks like $100 worth of stuff. They download the digital thing into their wallet on their phone, and then they go pay with that, and it literally is free money. It has to be set up with a debit card or direct from a checking account. You can't charge it, but it is really easy to set up. So Tamara Miller is the script expert, and you can reach her at mcbandscript@gmail.com, and she would certainly love to help you set that up and get you making money. We do a sheet sale, which is happening right now. We have packets in the band room. Anytime you want to come pick those up, you can. And we do these other things that we'll talk about more. Gwinnett Stripers is the artist formerly known as the Gwinnett Braves. We work a concession stand, actually work 2 concession stands there, and we get a great amount of profit from that each year, a tremendous amount of profit. And if you'd like to work that, I'll give you some information here. You can reach out to Amy Miner. So sheet sales are happening now. That's Amy. So are Stripers. Script is here. Sweatathon's coming up later. Don't really worry about that. Karen True's in charge of the silent auction if you have questions about that. And you can reach me or Paul Cox about the Drums Across America sponsorships. People always ask, we're paying all this money, where does it go? And I'd like to tell you a little bit about that. So your fees are used, the dues that are paid are used to offset the cost of creating and teaching the kids, not creating kids, creating the show and teaching the kids. So everything that we do on a Friday night is custom. Custom music, custom drill, custom guard work, custom percussion, all that stuff, which we obviously have to pay for. And then we are running a group of about 200 kids, and we try to have 10 to 12 people at each rehearsal. And so the bulk of the money for the fall goes to that, is to pay those experts to be here. The other thing to make note of is we have so many just little things that people don't think about, like when we go to away football games or competitions, we take the trailer, which requires the renting of a cab for the trailer and putting gas in it and all that. So it usually costs us about $500 just to get out of the parking lot, and we do that 5, 6, 7 times a year. If you have any questions about fundraise, about paying dues, or if you would like to make alternate payment plans, you can reach out to our treasurer, whose email address is going to pop up here in just a minute. We do have 3 volunteer requirements a year. We ask that the parents or family members come and work. Those are concession stands at football games, which is obviously parents have to work because the kids are in the band. We are hosting the DCI show that I mentioned this summer, which more information will come out about volunteer for that. And then we host a winter guard competition in the spring that we ask you to volunteer for. And those can be any member of the family. It can be a student, or it can be a parent, or it could be if you've got friends that are willing to do that for you, you got better friends than I do. It takes a ton of volunteers to run the organization as well. There's parents here constantly. If you would like to get more information about volunteering or sign up, you can visit www.tinyurl.com/POMC-volunteer-2018. That's tinyurl.com/POMC-volunteer-2018. And you can sign up to get information about most of these areas. Like some of these are older, we took some off, but you can get lots of information and kind of volunteer for committees that way. Here are some contacts for volunteering. If you would like to be a part of any of these things specifically or have questions about them, you can email each of these addresses to get more information. And then here's the last thing, is everybody's emails as promised. Our treasurer, Julie Crawford, everybody's got nice emails now, so you know who you're getting in touch with. The treasurer email, if you have questions about student stuff or chaperones or schedules, you can email Adriana. Guard questions go to Jessica Taylor. Any big stuff for the boosters goes to Ken. Fundraising stuff to Amy here. And then if you have academic concerns or major concerns, those can come straight to me or Bridget. We use a website called Charms, which I'm going to give you a walkthrough in a minute. Our band website is prideofmillcreek.org, and it's got lots of information. It's got links to Charms and fundraising information and absence requests. And it's got a great gallery and information about the staff, so you know who's working with your kids and stuff. But Charms is really important. We use it for a lot of things, and this is a video about how to use Charms that we're going to play for you here.
All right, everyone, so I'm quickly going to show you how to log into Charms for the first time and what the interface looks like. So you'll go to www.charmsoffice.com. Sorry, that's the bell. And then you'll click Login, and you'll click Parents, Students. You'll type in our school code, which is Mill Creek HS Band, and you'll click Enter. You'll be taken to this main area. Here you'll be able to access our calendar. You can email us, the directors, and you'll be able to sign up for volunteering, and you'll also be able to enter your students area once we get them put into Charms, which won't be until the end of May. So when you go to the calendar, you just hit public calendar, and you can see here are all of our dates and everything that's going on. If you look at the 19th, which is when physicals are, you'll see this little hand right here. You'll click on that, and it takes you to the sign-up sheet. So this is where you'd sign up for physicals if you're going to choose to get a physical done through us. You'll just type in your name, your student's name, and then you'll click sign up. And it's pretty straightforward and simple. It's the same process for signing up for volunteering as well. Once your student's account is created, you'll get to this page, and then here you'll type their password, which is going to be their Gwinnett County student ID number. So you'll put that in, you'll click enter, And then you'll be able to access your personal information, your account, all the financial aspects of it will be through there. Okay, I hope this helped. If you have any questions, you can email us.
All right.
All right.
Sorry, got to get to the next slide. So hopefully everybody who's hearing this has filled out their online registration form. If you have not, you can find that at tinyurl.com/POMC registration 2018. Nope, sorry, POMC band 2018. My apologies. That's tinyurl.com/POMC band 2018. And you can fill that out. And once you're done with that, you're in pretty good shape. We'll need to get your payments and all that. You can always make payments in the band room. There's a black box right outside the director's office labeled POMC. So if you want to make a first payment, you can go ahead and drop it in there. It's all paperless, so we don't actually need you to turn in any paper except for a check. And then, again, we want to remind you that our kickoff party is tomorrow. That's May the 5th from 3 to 6 here in the parking lot. And that's all, folks. I hope that this has been helpful. I know that I went really quickly through some of it. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me or any of the board members. We are always more than happy to help. Thank you.